Pricey, congratulations, 200 appearances for Southampton. Just how does it feel to have reached that landmark?
Yeah, I think it's an amazing achievement for me on a personal note. I think you know, for the journey that I've been on with the club since I was a young 8-year-old, you know, it feels like a lifetime ago that journey started, and I would never have thought I'd have made this many appearances. But you know, it's been a great journey so far, and you know, hopefully a lot more to come.
So 200 appearances. There's not too many people who make that list. So we got you something to mark the occasion. If you want to dive in and have a little look.
Have a little look, shall we? Oh, nice. Well, that's a terrible one to start off with on the right, isn't it?
Talk us quickly through kind of, I guess, the importance of the academy and that journey that you went on from when you came here as an 8-year-old to, you know, kind of getting through and breaking into the first team. Yeah,
I think when I joined the club, it was a club that I wanted to be at. You know, I had the choice of here or Portsmouth, and you know, for me at the time, I knew that the right place for me was Southampton, and you know, they gave me the opportunity, and I could tell from the way the club brought their players through, and the training was a lot better. So it was the right place for me to learn and develop, and you know, it gave me the opportunity to proceed further in my career and play for the first team. These ones were I think I must have been about 15 or 16, playing in the development squad games back then with Martin Hunter, and that opportunity as a young player to play against sort of grown men in senior football was a real bonus for me, and it helped me progress quite quickly. You know, to play up against the physicality of the men, and you know, a lot quicker as well. So that definitely helped my development along the way. No, I was going to say, my first, was that the professional contracts, was it?
Yep.
Yeah.
And if that's a very special memory, then I think on the next page there's perhaps an even more special one.
Blue tongue, is it? Yeah, there it is. Yeah, the first goal, Coventry away.
And this was your second appearance, wasn't it?
Yeah, second appearance. The game for me was a bit of a blur, but obviously the goal just sort of rounded off a good all-round day for me. And yeah, I just obviously remember Adam Lallana crossing the ball with his left, and I found myself in a sort of like a natural striker's position, which was rare for me, and put it home. And yeah, after that it was just obviously elation. Oh, facials there.
So let's talk through these ones here. Swansea away.
Yeah.
First kind of big injury for you?
Yeah, it was. I'd had sort of minor injuries before where, you know, you had sort of tweaks to certain muscles and stuff, but that was the first real big injury for me. And it was a real setback because I think it was early on during the season, and I had a good pre-season, and I started a few games, and to get that setback and be out for such a long time is difficult to take. But it was a good experience for me, and one that I'm making sure I hopefully will never have again. But it was a good opportunity for me to reflect on myself on and off the field, to see improvements that I could make, and I used that time wisely and came back in a good place.
Talk about using the time wisely. You even came and took over some of our jobs
for
a day as well,
didn't you? Next to Jim Lucas there. Yeah, I can't remember what game it was, but yeah, you know, it's hard on match days for an injured player because you want to be involved, you want to be in and around the lads, but you know, you're so desperate to be out there. It's quite hard to relax a bit, if you like, because you know, you want to have that feeling of being around on a match day. But yeah, made most of the time anyway. Yeah.
Some gold in there.
There is some great. Oh, me and Dave over there.
How special was this one, West Brom at home?
Yeah, one of my sort of favourite games. You know, obviously scoring the free kick and the penalty, but the free kick, more importantly, was a big moment because it's something that I practice a lot, something that I pride myself on, and to finally score the first one was a great feeling. And when you do practice hard and you do your research and it comes off in a game to help the team, you know, you can't put into words what it feels like. And yeah, I'll have a little facials on the celebration, didn't I?
I think you said to us afterwards that you felt like crying after it.
Yeah, you do. You get that feeling when, you know, you are so desperate to do well, you are so desperate to make your family proud, to make the fans happy, and to help the team win. You know, you work hard during the week to get to a game day, and when you're in certain situations, whether you've been in or out the team, you want to impress people, you want to stamp your mark, and to do that, you know, and the quality of the goal as well, you know, it did mean a lot. And yeah, had to hold back crying a bit and, you know, just enjoy the moment.
And he's going to be whipped in by Ward-Prowse. He's actually scored! James Ward-Prowse has scored direct from the free kick. The much practiced free kick. He's finally got one in. You couldn't be happier for him. And all those hours on the training ground have finally paid off.
Gone deep into the archives here, haven't you?
And then West Ham away last season, of course, your first goal from open play in the Premier League as well. And again, I think everybody could tell from your celebration how much you enjoyed that one, and I guess how special a day that was in your history with Southampton.
Yeah, it was. I mean, I think I was getting a bit of stick off Hugo, our player liaison officer at the time, about scoring from open play, so I wanted to prove him wrong. But yeah, I mean, to be on the bench and watching the game, you're frustrated because you want to be playing, and to get on the pitch and to score and to help the team is what you need to do. And you know, scoring a goal is the best feeling in the world, and you know, I love celebrating and making sure that I enjoy that sort of minute or two either side of it, because you know, it is the best feeling ever.
I think as we see here and as we've seen throughout, sort of peppered around the pages as well, you like to have a little bit of fun during it all too, don't you?
Yeah, you do. You know, this is, you know, for me it's the best job in the world. I get to wake up every morning, drive into training and kick a ball around with my mates and work hard, and you know, you've got to enjoy the journey along the way, because you know, everybody wants to do this job. You know, I've got a lot of friends as well who'd do anything to be in my position, and I count myself very lucky for that. So you've got to enjoy the good moments, you know, enjoy the bad moments as well, because it's all part of a learning process for us. And you can dive into those deep moments and make sure that you make yourself a better person and player.
Big moment last season, obviously the League Cup final. Again, a day that obviously didn't end how everybody wanted, but
yeah,
you see some of the pictures from the build up there, and then when you flick forward, you'll obviously see some from the game itself too.
Yeah.
What was that whole experience like, and you know, how high up the tree of kind of memorable moments in terms of the games you've been involved in at Southampton is that day, despite how it ended?
Yeah, I get goosebumps talking about it, because it's such a special day. You know, regardless of, you know, when you sit down after the game and you analyse it, you know, for me to be playing at Wembley, you know, for Southampton in a cup final against Man United, it's what you do dream about. It's the levels that you do want to reach, and you know, to have all my family there as well, and to see the whole Southampton end, you know, lit up and everybody, you know, cheering us on. It's a feeling you can't describe. And even though we did lose the game, for me it was, you know, one of my favourite ever days as a Southampton player, because you know, we did the club proud. We didn't go there and get beat 3-0 and, you know, were humiliated. We showed what the club's about. You know, a family club, everybody pulling together in the same direction, and that showed. And okay, Man United won the game in the end, but you know, I think we were the team that came away with our heads held high, and those days give you the passion to wake up in the morning and to go again and to reach those levels once more.
Let's be honest, you love a photo shoot, Pricey, don't you?
Oh,
you love a photo shoot, and I remember being out there. This was France, wasn't it?
Yeah.
You enjoyed this one a lot as well.
Yeah, I did. You know, you've got to make the most of pre-season tours, because it's, you know, it's a nice time to get away and to bond with the lads. But you know, when you've got a photographer who's willing to make the effort, and you know, you got to go with it and create some gold. And gold was created on that day for sure. And the sun was shining as well. A little dab in there. I don't do that on a regular basis, by the way. But haha, strong finish. Strong finish.
Sum up what this football club has meant to you over that time, and you know, what it means to you going forward.
Yeah, it means an awful lot. I think joining the club as a young 7 or 8 year old, you know, you look forward to the journey that you're about to embark on. You know, there's been plenty of ups and downs, good times, bad times, and you know, it's a real test of character to reach the first team and to sustain it there. But I remember as a young player, you know, going to watch games, coming into training grounds and seeing the first team players, and you want to emulate them, you want to be like them, and to work hard from a young player to get into the first team, to represent this club, to represent the fans, and you know, represent my family, you know, week in, week out. It's a great honour, and it's a journey I've enjoyed, but you know, there's still plenty more to look forward to. I'm still wanting to improve and still looking to reach new heights. So although it's 200 appearances, you know, I've had now, I'm looking forward to, you know, to the next however many, and making sure that I can continue to give my all for the club.
Thank you as always.
Thank you very much. Look forward to
Yours to
having
keep.
another little look through this. Thank you very much. Cheers.